Over 100 Johns, people that went and got busted for prostitution. Over 100 people, lawyers, doctors among them, named and shamed in an aggressive Nassau County sting after soliciting sex from cops posing as prostitutes. This isn't a joke. The investigation was known as Operation Flush the Johns.
Oh, God. They were so proud of themselves for that name.
104 busts sends shockwaves through marriages, law firms, and medical offices. But not only that, it sends a strong message from law enforcement that people who pay for sex will be treated like a criminal. The county DA says the whole concept of looking at Johns as victims, no, they're not victims. They're further exploiting and victimizing trafficked, stolen women, and stolen men. And this is true. People don't understand prostitution. It's a victim's crime. What's the problem? Because they're taking people, they don't necessarily want to fuck you, believe it or not. And even if it was legalized and people had licenses, believe it or not, some of those people, even though they went in and got tested, may not want to be there. Drugs or kidnapping or violence and abuse might be involved. They don't want to fuck you. In fact, even when you see these, when you watch a porn, they don't even necessarily want to be there. Now, I got to draw the line somewhere. I got to get off. But they don't even want to be in that. In fact, anytime you see a porn star and they're like, I love being in porn. I love it. Women power, and now we have the control. You wait until they're out of porn. They say how terrible it was, how they didn't respect themselves. Not one person, there's not one older porn star going, I loved it and I respected myself.
Well, you know what? I disagree with you on the legalization part. Right? I think that people don't want to fuck you when you pay them money. That's why you're paying them. And a lot of men are disrespectful and you're paying them to leave and whatever it is. But if it was legalized, you'd be able to check if that is a lost girl in there. If that's an abducted girl, you'd be able to check on them. And the people who will be doing those kind of crimes will be undercover anyway, just like now. They'll be doing it illegally just like now. So no, you're never going to get rid of all the illegal activity. But you could monitor it more, and you can tax it, and you can make it so that it's not as terrible for these women. I don't know a lot of people who like their jobs. So no, waiters don't want to serve you. They're not happy that you're sitting at their table. They just want your money.
I was never beaten as a waiter.
Okay, but you're being beat by pimps who are on the street, women who don't have anything are using what they have, which is their body, in order to survive, to maybe feed their kid, to whatever it is. And when you have a house with a madam, let's say, and when you have the government involved, just like there used to be maybe no child labor laws and kids were beat and they were put under really bad conditions, if you legalize it, the conditions for these people will be a lot better.
Point, counterpoint, and take that with you. But for now, be careful, because I open up the paper and boom, there would be your face.
You know what? Not only are the wives affected by this recent bust, but imagine you're a kid and that's your dad in the paper who just went and tried to get a hooker. That's weird.
They all look creepy, by the way. Do you know what I mean? For it being, hey, why can't we just get our rocks off and be with somebody? If she's into it and I'm into it, what's the problem? How come all 104 people look like creeps? Why is that?
They're being solicited on the street? Like, how's that going? Because I know people who've had hookers and they don't look like beaten messes that are gross. They are people who are dating normally and things like that. And I would compare it, sorry, Keith, I don't know if you're going to like this comparison. I would compare it to you going to strip clubs. They don't want to strip for you. They don't want to sit on your lap. They don't want you coming in your pants while they're doing that. They don't want to do any of it. But you're paying them, and that's the exchange.
I'm saying every one of these 104 look like dirtbags.
And you got a happy ending massage. That is illegal also, and that's prostitution. Technically, you could be in that paper. Nothing wrong with that. You don't look like a disgusting perv.
When you think about it, aren't we all prostitutes? Do any of us want to be at our jobs? Sometimes the way a boss talks to me, it's almost like I am being beaten.